Probably like the 5 and 15 minutes. All right, all right, all right, all right. That's not right. Hey, what's up, Yogi? What's up? Shit, doing the same. Actually, I have two orders that I'm looking at, or two potential opportunities on gold. I'm looking for a potential double top here at this area, or I'm looking for the market to come down and fill this gap that was left at the open of the session right there. You got a small price action gap that was left open. So I do believe that eventually price will come back and try to fill that gap. I guess the question is, when are we going to see price fill that gap? But you said that you were back testing on gold. So what are you looking for? Like, what is your setup on gold? Mm, yeah, that's definitely true. That's definitely true. And I know a lot of people got. I know a lot of people got stopped out on this way, on this when price going higher. You know, what I'm more surprised of is that we didn't get a rejection once we kind of came back into this area. I know the market missed it the first time. We got that breaker structure. Price did not come back into this range. We see the dump, and we see all these orders get stopped, and price is just basically stalling at the moment. Are you looking for breakouts? Yeah. Yeah, my strategy's pretty similar. I look for the market to react at the 21 EMA, and I also look for breakouts, but I don't trade the breakout. I prefer to well, majority of my trades are breakout pullback trades. I just watch the breakout. I don't chase it because I know it's going to pull back. I just know it's going to, well, for the most part, it usually always pulls back. So I don't chase breakouts. Just wait for that pullback into maybe the origin of the breakout or somewhere close. And those are the trades that are highly probable. I mean, you'll get a couple of trades where you'll get some continuation from a breakout, but from what I've seen through back testing, The only time where we see price continue and without like necessarily a pullback is when kind of like in a situation like this, where the market is breaking out and it's not buyers that are moving the market higher. It's just that the bears are being forced into becoming buyers by having to buy themselves out of their position. And so this is what it looks like to me. I don't think this is real buying. I think this is just sellers are being forced out of their positions because price is just hitting their stops, fueling the market higher. So, I think it's around that time of the night when the market just slows down. We don't get that exhilarating price action. It's kind of crazy with that when gold just kind of slows down. Silver is bullish, but so I'm also looking at this area on silver as well. Price is just trading this. Only go to Nasdaq. Yeah. So right now, I only trade just with one micro silver contract. Just one silver contract is enough. I probably will go back to two, but previously I traded with two silver contracts because the market wasn't as volatile. I mean, I can get away with the 18 tick stop, as crazy as that sounds. It seems like those days are long gone. Long gone. Silver wasn't that volatile before. It slowed down significantly since last year, but you're definitely not going to get away with an 18 tick stop anymore. It's too volatile now. Sometimes it likes to sweep 27 points or 27 ticks before continuing in its intended direction. And so one contract is good enough for at least for right now. Yeah, yeah. The CME increased the margin requirement so much that a lot of people got liquidated out from their positions and unable to open up new positions because of the margin requirements. My opinion, I feel that this was done not to kind of knock people out, but to reduce the amount of people that may want to hold on to the contract and have silver delivered to them, because by law, legally, I understand that these are just terms and legally they have to do these things. But I mean, if the people that are making the rules are the ones that are being held accountable, I mean, that's rarely going to happen. So my opinion is that they knocked as much people out as possible so they don't have to deliver the product to those people. The only people that's going to be able to afford the margin requirements are obviously institutions, and institutions are only in it for the money. They're not necessarily looking to have silver delivered to them. But that's my opinion. I'm not saying that it's true. But if I want to knock as much people out as possible, that's definitely a way that I would do it. I guess if that was up to me. But I do have some limits set on Nasdaq. Nasdaq has definitely been missing me. Yeah, I believe that too. The world ain't what it used to be. It's just a whole lot of smoke and mirrors, and people say things with the intentions of doing other things. They say things are being done in your best interest, but we all know that people are only concerned about our own interest, our self-interest. They can give, they can care less about anyone else. Yeah, yeah. Ours, yeah. Their safety. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Apex did ban gold and silver on their on at their firm. I was actually considering I was considering getting a end of day account with Apex. I was considering it, but I forgot that they don't allow gold and silver, and that's for the most part. Most of my trades are gold trades for the most part. The next would be silver, and Nasdaq would be the last. For the most part, all I traded was
Connection lost.
for the most part all I traded was gold, and kind of wish I didn't really go back to Nasdaq, but because Nasdaq is a different beast, man. Now that I've become accustomed to trading gold, Nasdaq is you can kind of you just see all the bullshit from Nasdaq, and I'm not as confident getting into positions as I am with gold, just because you have to factor in if the market wants to do another liquidity sweep before actually going in the direction that you're trading in, and it can feel random at times. When you go back and look at the chart, you can be like, oh, okay, yeah, it bounced at a 50% level, or it bounced at this range, or rejected at that range, et cetera, et cetera. But the Nasdaq is just kind of, it has too many variables, where gold, you don't have to necessarily have to pay attention to all the foolishness. You just focus on trading, finding your setup and trading. So oh, this is silver. Man. So we'll see. I'm taking the potential double top trade here. I usually don't take these trades. I usually don't. But I'm gonna take this trade. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Apex is the only firm right now that I have not received a payout yet. Once I dedicate my focus to Apex, they're gonna pay what they owe. But that trailing drawdown is literally the bane of my existence. I don't like taking profits before price hits my profit target. I don't like scalping, which is kind of what you need to do. And the 35% consistency rule and the subscription with that trailing drawdown, it's kind of hard to stop trading for the day because you really don't know. You really don't know how bad the damage is, because if you're up $2,000 and then it comes back and hits your stop, and you've had a $1,000 stop, I mean you're down $3,000, and it's hard to let that go. So it's easy to slip into the habit of, yeah, either we're going to make this money today or we're blowing the account. Unless you're trading super small, like with micros. Hey, yo, what's up, Investor Z? Yeah, that's definitely true. That's definitely true. I just hate the fact that I have all these tools for Nasdaq. I like these gamma levels right here for the Qs. I have all these tools, and man, I feel like I'm wasting it because I don't care to trade the Nasdaq like that. At least not anymore. All right, looks like we're about to get filled. Actually, let me make sure that I got this. All right, so I think we can get a gold trade in tonight. All right, so I'll reduce this down to 6 contracts. Okay, so at 7 o'clock, I place this order. $204.6. Okay. All right, so let's see if we can get filled here, and let's see if we can make some money. I'm gonna pay attention to the time I get filled so I can actually document that as well. No. The gamma is, I believe it's buy and sell pressure. It's a mathematical equation. And so I think it's like selling options minus like positive or something like that. So, I mean, but basically the point of this is the bigger the gamma level is supposed to represent where there's a lot of buying and selling. And usually the rule of thumb with these gamma levels is that when price gets to these levels, we should see price react. Usually if it's tapping like the biggest gamma level, like right here, you see like how the market just bounces right at that level right there. It's an indication that we could see the market continue higher. The next biggest gamma level on the Qs is around 630, which I mean I doubt that we get there anytime soon. The biggest negative gamma level is at 600. So that's where a lot of people are selling. So usually what you can do is kind of use these as support and resistance and profit targets. Yeah, no problem. All right, so I think I got filled on my silver position. All right, so I'm in on my silver position. So let's say I'm about to get filled on silver and gold. Okay. All right, so it looks like silver and gold is on a tear this. Um, hmm. Pretty sure. Oh wow. Okay. Well, we'll come back to gold. We'll see what happens with this position right here. Mm. 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 Yeah, I trade prop firms. This is my Top Step account. This is my Top Step account right here. I figure that I like the idea of using firms instead of risking my own money. I would definitely trade different, obviously, if I was trading a personal account because all the money that I make is mine. All the money that I make is mine on these or if I was trading a personal account. So I wouldn't really mind. So if I was trading a personal account, I would trade gold exclusively. I probably I wouldn't put enough money to trade silver. So I would trade gold exclusively. I wouldn't even touch the Nasdaq in a personal account. Me personally, I don't like the idea of losing my money. Due to randomness. If I'm going to lose money, I want to be wrong. I don't want to lose money because the market decided to randomly do its 10th liquidity sweep before going in my direction. I don't want to I don't want to think about stuff like that when money is on the line. So you're all right. So I mean, so far so good. I just need this thing to just hit that profit target down there. I'm kind of trading against the trend of this leg. I mean, the overall trend. I mean, I'm trading the break. This is a break and retest trade that I'm taking right here. This is not a break and pullback. This is a break of structure. And then the market pulls back. So this is a break and pullback or break and retest. A break and pullback trade would be a break and then it immediately pulls back and dumps. So, I mean, obviously the momentum of this leg is kind of shifted bullish. So I'm hoping that there's enough bearish momentum to at least get my target filled here. That would be nice. But my only concerns is that obviously I'm going to be fighting against the EMAs, but I'll be kind of fighting against these EMAs because we got both the short term and the medium term sloped higher, and price could bounce at either one of these right here. So that's my only concern in this trade. But I mean, if we can get a strong push, I can get my target hit here. I can get it. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely true because the difference between these prop accounts and your personal. Now, I'm not advocating that prop accounts are better than personal accounts. I mean, the psychology is definitely different. It's definitely different. All the money that you make is yours in your personal account. You don't have any. You can trade the way you want to trade. As long as you have the margin to open up a contract, you can do whatever you want. With these firms, obviously you have to follow their payout rules if you want to be paid out, obviously. Damn, dude. Damn. Yeah. Damn. Wow. Damn. Okay. Damn, dude. 2 nights in a row? 2 nights in a row? Wow, 1 tick, huh? 2 nights in a row. Wow. Wow. Okay. The market did this to me yesterday as well. Literally the same thing. Wow. Mm. All right, so my profit target would be, so if the market filled me here, my profit target would be at 190. So if it hits my profit target, I'm going to pull the order. So if it hits that, then I'm pulling the order because this is what I was looking for. Man, that sucks, man. That's the second time gold has done that. Okay. Damn. Yeah, so that would be blasphemous. I'm a man of God. I don't do blasphemous things. So I have this rule where I don't move my stop and I don't move my target. The reason why I have that rule is because I don't want to feel regret. I don't scalp. I don't like getting in and out. And the way that these firms have their fees set up, scalping, a lot of your profits is going to go to you opening and closing positions, because one of my positions yesterday, I'm paying $30 in commissions. Or I paid $30 in commissions when the trade was closed. And if I'm scalping, I got to think that I'm spending $30 each time just to scalp, and those fees add up. So I'm an intraday swing trader. I like to go for big swings. I like to just take one trade. And if I'm trailing my position and it comes back and stops me out, then that means that I have to try to find another way to get back in, and my entry may not be as good as, my original entry, and all that moving, all that shaking and moving, it just makes things complicated, especially when your money, your emotions are on the line. So I just let the trade play out. If I'm right, I will be right. If I'm wrong, I will be wrong. But if I just make too many adjustments on the trade and I allow my emotions to kind of get in the way of the trade, and like, oh, let me trail so I can at least get paid. Because just think about it. I mean, if you trail it and it stops you out and it goes in your direction, it's highly likely that you're going to go in heavy because you feel that you got cheated, even though you did it to yourself. But I mean, emotions don't care. What a lot of people's going to do is try to chase the profits that they didn't get. So they're going to go in heavy. And usually that does not work out, especially long term. So just keep it simple. Just keep it simple. And just let the trade play out. Man. Damn. Damn, dude. This thing literally missed me by one tick. One tick. And I mean, I'm not even going off of the highs for real like that. I mean, that's crazy. Literally got missed by one tick here. So if it hits this line, I'm gonna pull this order, and I'm just gonna have to find something. Just gonna have to find something else because I have a feeling that if price were to come back to that entry, you know what? Hmm. Now, this is the one thing that I don't like about gold. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't know. Gold just knows where your target is, or at least she knows where mine is. Just to be so close, just to have price kind of push, kind of edge you a little bit. Now, I mean, it's a point off, but man, that's crazy. That's crazy. You damn right, Alfred. I'm gonna stand 10 toes on that shit. I'm gonna stand on business on that. You damn right. Because if I'm right, I don't have to worry about that type of stuff. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I mean, the way that I kind of see it is, yeah, I'm in profit right now. Yeah, I was up about $300, but that's a distraction. The profits, the P&L is a distraction to me. I'm only focused on my target. Because once my target gets hit, I can lock the account and I don't have to worry about this account. Once my stop gets hit, it locks out the account and I don't have to worry about the account. Just go on to the next account. Yeah, not right. Yeah. But how you doing, Alfred? I meant to text you. I thought I'd text you back, but I didn't. My bad. Mm. You say that I may need to split them up into groups to start lower the pressure of doing all of them. Yeah, I mean, Alfred, I would do it that way, man. Especially those trailing drawdown accounts. I mean, but they're your accounts. I mean, you can trade them how you want. But me personally, I would never recommend anybody to copy trade accounts, no matter how comfortable you are with trading, because unless you know that if things don't go in your way, if things don't go your way, and you know that you'll stop and you won't trade on tilt, copy trading is definitely a trap. Shit, they're hoping that you blow all your accounts all at one time, because all you're going to do is buy more accounts. Yeah, splitting them off in the groups, kind of like what I'm doing right now. I have my 3 walls. I have Wall Maria, Wall Rose, and Wall Sheena. I do not copy trade these accounts. I take one trade in each account and I rotate them all. I rotate them like that. I rotate them out like that. So regardless of what happens in this account, it gets locked. I go to my next account, look for my setup, take that setup. If whatever the results of that one is, the account gets locked. Go to the next account, and we do it all over again. You said NinjaTrader. So what are you using for to copy trade on NinjaTrader 8? What are you using? Now the only so kind of going back to what we were talking about before, the only reason why I would take profits here is if I'm on the 5th day, and I wouldn't take profits, I would just trail. There we go, baby. I would just trail this down. That's the 5th day, the payout day is the only day where I'm not necessarily looking for my target. I'm looking to get the win to get paid out. I'm not going to be a dick about a couple of ticks on payout day, but when it's time to trade, then yeah, I want my target. All right, so I'm just going to pull this order. I don't have any faith that if it comes back, it's going to do what I want. So I tried. It just missed me by a tick. I'm going to probably pull this one too because we're about that time and I'm not going to pay attention to that. So I can just focus on this trade right here. Well, I use Replicanto, and I haven't had any issues with that copy trader. I haven't had any issues with Replicanto. I think there was like a 20% discount. I think I paid $150 for it for a lifetime license. So I mean, I have it for a lifetime. And mm, mm, mm. But yeah, it's pretty good. No issues with it. But then as soon as I get the damn copy trader, I find myself over here on Top Step X using the X platform more often. No, it's not a monthly fee. It's a one-time fee. Yeah, I mean, if anything has a subscription model, I don't even consider it because I should be able to pay for something and just use it. I shouldn't pay for it because I mean, if it's a subscription, that means that you don't own it and you're just renting it, and that the owner can pull back its use at any moment. It means that you do not own the software, you're just paying to use it. Well, looks like both gold and silver is playing with the target. I mean, silver hasn't, or gold still hasn't really hit my target, obviously, but it got close. I mean, it looks like both silver and gold are doing the same thing. Yeah, you know, honestly, honestly, when I started to really understand, you know, how this system, how this game is played, I was like, yeah, I'm okay with not owning a home. I don't want to, because yeah, just as you said, as soon as I pay off the mortgage, then they hit me with a property tax, and it's like, well, shit, well, shit. How long I gotta pay that? For as long as you own the home. Oh, great. So I'm always gonna pay for this thing. It's just that I'm always paying for it, but you're just gonna change what I'm paying for. Great. Yeah, owning a home is probably one of the things that, like I said, I don't care to. I really don't see any benefit owning a home. I really don't. I'm fine with renting. Only thing I have to worry about is utility and rent. That's it. Any major repairs, you know, I don't have to deal with that. I don't have to deal with builders, because yeah, I don't think I want to. I mean, if I do get a home, it will be something that is built from the ground up. But I'm not interested in stuff like that. I'm not interested in that. And then they take your house that you just paid for. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, right? They just take your house. We're just gonna take your house as collateral. You didn't pay your property taxes this month, so you're behind your property taxes. So we're just gonna take your whole house. I'm cool on all that. On all of that. My grandma gave me that house. My grandma gave me that house. Bam, baby. Bam. Profit target hit, baby. Let's go. All right, so we locked the account, man. We locked the account, baby. Let's go. I think I'm on day 2 on this account. but I try not to keep track of the days. I just try to just trade, you know. All right, so bam, profit target hit. That means my goal position hit. My God, man. Man, that was dirty, gold. That was dirty, man. That was dirty. Gold did the same exact thing last night. That was dirty, man. Yeah, what's up, K Trader? Man, that's a classic, man. Friday, dude. Friday is a classic. That is a classic. It is a freaking classic. Boondocks is also a classic too. I don't like the other Fridays. I think the only other Friday that I liked was Friday After Next. Or I think the first three, the one where Day, it's like no more locked doors, and the one with Cat Williams. I didn't like the other ones. I think they. I didn't like the other ones. I didn't like it. Man, I don't know, man. They said they had cameras and shit. They said they caught me on camera. What are you doing selling boxes for? You trying to make a you doing selling boxes for? All right, well. Great trade though. So kind of going over that silver trade that I took. It was just a break and retest trade. I'm not looking, so when I take a trade, I'm never looking for a reversal. I'm always just looking for price just to hit my target. That's all I'm looking for. I really don't care what it does for real. But this was an area where the market created a range right here. Just to kind of go over what I was looking at when I decided to take this trade. There's like a range right there, and then obviously we had the market, you know, trend down from there. So I figured that in this area, if price returned to this area, we would see a reaction. And obviously there was a fib close to this level. I just took the closest fib to this breaker structure. I was in a little bit of drawdown, but you know, I was able to get the goal. So I'm happy that I took that trade. Now, if I didn't take this trade and I passed up on it because I said, you know, this is kind of bullish. I mean, initially that's what I thought too. I really thought that this was going to potentially stop me out, but you know, I mean, I can handle a loss. Just regret just sucks. Regret sucks. And I would have regretted not taking this trade because I allowed fear to keep me out of the trade. All right, so well, I guess gold didn't want to see your boy win. So I'm gonna have to find another setup on gold. I mean, I think we could potentially see a move back down to fill that gap, maybe. But I don't think so. I mean, tomorrow's Thursday. Damn, dude, this week is almost over, guys. We got 2 more trading days, and we know we don't trade our funded accounts on Friday. You know we don't trade our funded accounts on Friday, so we really only got 1 more day. We got 1 more day to make money in the funded accounts, and then we're locked up until next Monday. The account saying we're locked up. Sure won't let us out. It won't. Yep. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm not trading on none of my funded accounts on Fridays moving forward. I don't care. I can be 20. Well, shit. I'll be 20 years in, 50 years in, 100 years in. Because shit, we're going to do this shit until we expire, baby. and then we're going to come back in our next life, and then we're going to keep on trading. We're going to keep doing this shit, and we're not trading on Fridays at all. Now we're going to, well, let me rephrase that. I misspoke. We're not trading our funded accounts on Friday. We can trade evals on Friday, because shit, if we blow those, we can just buy a new one. But the funded accounts, we blow the funded accounts, that means we got to start over, and that's unacceptable. Especially going into the weekend with that, you got to wait until Sunday. You got to, like, I mean, that's like a double-edged sword. You want to enjoy the weekend, but you lost money on Friday. You blow your account on Friday, and you're trying to hurry up, and you're trying to speed up time so it can get back to Sunday, so you can start getting that account back. You don't even enjoy the weekend. So I'm not trading Fridays at all. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, I feel that with Fridays, because the price action is so different on Friday. I don't know what it is. It's either you make money on Friday, and the people that are making money on Friday are usually the unprofitable traders, the ones that are gambling, and they're not going to keep their wins on Friday. It seems like Friday attacks, and I'm not necessarily saying that profitable traders are getting hit, but if you're trying to trade in a very structured way, the price action on Friday just kind of deviates from structured trading, and it's kind of like the Wild Wild West. At least it feels that way. It feels like the Wild Wild West. It's either it's chopping, you get these jolts of momentum, and you're thinking, oh shit, let me get in before I miss the move, because this is the move I'm waiting for. And then sure enough, you're getting stopped out and the market is going against you. And when it finally rolls over, your account has been long gone. So that has just been consistent Friday price action. And usually on Fridays, it's the end of the week. So I guess the institutional traders are trying to get in, try to meet their weekly quotas. Usually Fridays is the end of the month, usually. Not always, but. And then we got the first of the month. We have non-farm on this upcoming Friday. We got non-farm. We got retail sales. We got a lot of job data. We got a lot of Fed speakers on Friday. So, I mean, we got every reason not to trade our funded accounts at all. But, yo, we had that big down day. The first day that Fed Crash Kari comes to speak. And this dude is a bearish signal, man. It's crazy how his first day back, all the markets are selling off. Gold, silver, and the Nasdaq, and ES. Everything's selling off. Crash Kari, we need you. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. We need you. Crash Kari, we need you. But let me make sure that I got, because I don't think the Nasdaq. Ooh, man. Should I leave? You know what? I'm gonna leave this on the chart. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. If I'm wrong, I just lose $250. If I'm wrong, I just lose $250. I must be getting bold because I would never leave a position on the Nasdaq overnight. But I've been doing that a lot more lately, and I've been sleeping like a baby. I've been sleeping like a baby. The biggest change for this account, this is a 150K account with $5,000 of drawdown. And who knew just reducing my size would be so powerful? Who knew? I can take more trades. I can make more money. And every trade, either I'm losing $250 or I'm making about $800 plus. You just can't beat that. You just can't beat it. And I haven't traded on tilt at all. And I've had some trades where it stopped me out and I didn't have the urge to trade on tilt at all. Oh shit, you killed your Lucid account last night? What'd you do, man? Oh, you was short. Didn't set a stop before. Oh shit, man. I was thinking it would keep running lower. I was up 50. Oh shit, yeah. So I've received the payout from Lucid. Lucid is pretty fast. Lucid deposits the money straight to your account. It's very similar to the way that your broker allows you to deposit money into your brokerage. Like it connects your account straight to your bank account, like with Plaid, I think. And so the money is just and I got paid over the weekend. So it was straight into the bank account. I don't like the fact that they take straight up 90-10. Well, let me rephrase that. Because usually the prop firms allow you like the first 10,000 you can keep, and then they'll take their split. But Lucid is like, yeah, we're just gonna take our 10%. You can have the rest. A lot of the firms are going to a 6 payout rule. Shit, even Apex. So it must be something with the CME, because I don't think it's a coincidence that every firm has a 6 payout rule before live. I don't think that's a coincidence. Actually, I don't believe in coincidences. There's no such thing as a coincidence. Same thing that you did. Got a 50K account. So Yogi, I think that I think Lucid is probably the current market's darling right now. I enjoy Lucid. I enjoy trading with Lucid. It's reasonably priced, at least for right now. The CEO seems like a straight he seems pretty straight. He seems like he wants to actually, because I mean, obviously this is a game. I mean, obviously the prop firms have to make money, so there has to be losing traders. But him and Brett seem to be very. I mean, I think Brett was a trader. He was a trader, but you can kind of tell that the CEO is kind of connected to the people that make their business go. So I guess that's a plus. Uh, I mean, I guess if he didn't do that, then I mean, the firm wouldn't be as popular as it is now. I really think it's a really good firm. I'm getting good vibes from the firm. I feel confident spending my money with them and doing business with them. I will continue to do business with them until something changes. Yeah, I like Tradeify too. Tradeify was actually is actually the firm that I prefer to trade with. It's just that now that I trade silver, they don't have micro silver. They don't have it. So I mean, unfortunately, uh, the only Tradeify account that I have right now is this one right here, and I'm trading Nasdaq on this one. It's my Nasdaq account. I hate the fact that they no longer have Project X. I think Tradeify may have Trade C. I'm not sure if they do. Maybe they do. Maybe. But when Trade C becomes available for all the other firms, then I'll definitely use that. Alfred is your guy for Take Profit Trader. Alfred is your guy. Because I'm gonna tell you something completely different. Alfred's gonna give you real game about Take Profit Trader. Alfred is probably one of the guys that received multiple payouts from Take Profit Trader. Multiple. I mean, this man got 3 payouts like last week or a week before. You said, do I mean, yeah, I do. Well, I like the fact that I didn't like yesterday that it didn't fill my entire position. That's the one thing I didn't like. I didn't like that, not one bit. And I think the fees on this thing, I think they have I think the fees on this is kind of expensive. Because I paid $20 in commissions yesterday. It didn't fill my order. Paid like $20 in commissions, I think. Let me see. Yeah, it charged me like $11. No, that can't be right because, or maybe it is. Maybe, yeah, maybe it is. Anyway, yeah, this is expensive, man. That is expensive. But Tradeify is also expensive too. I don't know. It's I like it so far. I like it so far. Once I'm able to lock out my risk settings, this will be the platform that I focus on the most. Honestly, this is it's interesting to say this, but I feel like I no longer need to lock myself out anymore. As crazy as that sounds, because I haven't gone on tilt and I don't have a desire to go on tilt. But I'm gonna still lock my account out anyway. That's what I'm waiting for them to add the lockout to the risk settings. And this is the account that I would use moving forward. To silver and gold, silver and commission, yeah. It sucks. Oh yeah, Lone Wolf. Were you able to profit on that CL trade? Tell me why I took that trade in the practice account on CL. I come back the next day and see that the top of my screen is green. I was like, hold up. Was I in a position? And of course, I look and say, oh, yeah, it was in the practice account. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, man. It was in the practice account. Well, got out at break even. Yeah, well, I'm green in all my other accounts except this one. I would have been green in this account, but for whatever reason, it just didn't fill my orders. I don't know why. I don't know why. It didn't fill my order tonight. It didn't fill my order yesterday. I took an unnecessary loss. So I'm going to be down $1,400 this week. But I'm going to bring this account back. Obviously, it's just gold being nasty to me because y'all guys seen it. Yesterday, she didn't fill my entire position, hits my target. And I should have closed it. I should have closed it after it hit my target. I shouldn't have allowed it to come back and fill the rest of the position. So, I mean, I took an unnecessary loss. But tonight, she just completely missed me. And I would have brought this down. So, I mean, I got 2 more trading days. I have the rest of the day. I have Friday. I can bring this account down. But for right now, I'm down $1,400 in this account. But in all my other accounts, yes, I am green in those. So the white... In this account, I think I'm up like 3K, so I'm about a quarter to go. Yeah, I think I only had 1 losing day. Was able to get the max for this one, and so far, yeah, I'm up in this account. So far so good in my other accounts. Just took profits on this one. So far so good, man. It's just for whatever reason, just having a hard time in this account. But we'll get there. Okay, well. Gold has been trading in this trading range for the last couple of days. You can see that the market hasn't really moved away from this range. So if you're trading gold, one of the things that I would always recommend is that you keep up with the range, because this allows you to know when it's time to take a long, when it's time to take a short. And as you can see, the market is failing at the highs, failing at the lows, coming back into the range, failing at the lows. We see a false breakout. We see the bears failing here. It's squeezed. They come right back to the top. They're selling it at the highs. So until we see a breakout from this range, and I think when the market finally breaks out from this range, it's going to be a massive squeeze. It's going to be massive. It's going to be massive. You said, yeah, I definitely agree with that. For whatever reason, I've always, well, okay, I mean, It's not for whatever reason. I'm speaking as if I don't know the reason. I'm a technical trader. I trade on structure and price action. And if the structure is against the trend, I will trade against the trend. And usually, if I'm in the right location, I can trade against the trend. I can be in drawdown, but not enough for it to hit my stop and get my target hit. But on news days, if the market is only being or price is only being delivered in one direction, if I counter trend trade, well, I just become a liquidity donation to the market. I'm just donating liquidity to the market when I do that. And so those are usually my worst days because there's no pullback. But I mean, I've kind of learned to just be okay with not taking a trade, because I know that on news days, it's either I'm going to get lucky and I could potentially get a profit target, but if I continue to do that on news days, then it's highly likely that I'm gonna lose a lot of money. So I've come to the realization that I'm just going to watch the price action and just be ready to execute if given the opportunity to execute. But if I'm not given that opportunity, then I'm okay with not taking the trade. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Rub it in, rub it in, rub it in, rub it in. Yeah, especially in Cuba. ES too, man. I feel sorry for ES traders. I really do. Our boy Smith, he has to trade the MES now. I haven't heard from him all day. I have not heard from him all day, dude. I mean, aside from the memes, I think he did show me that speak of the devil. Yo, that's so crazy, dude. Yo, he just messaged me, dude. That's crazy. He just messaged me a minute ago. But yeah, he sent me he made a max profit in his 50K account. But yeah, I feel sorry for ES traders because this is all ES does now. I mean, it moves. The ES moves now. But man, where do you get in on this thing? But I mean, the good thing about ES is that all the tools work for ES. Every single tool works for ES. You can look at order flow, it works. You can look at the what is it called? The footprint charts. Those were specifically designed for ES, and that works. The footprint charts, the delta charts, the delta footprint charts. I know that's very popular amongst ES traders. Bookmap is very accurate for ES. ES traders has a lot of tools at their disposal, but one of the biggest benefits with the ES previously, before all this bullshit price action, was that you can use technical analysis, just technical analysis, and be absolutely okay. Kind of like a situation where you're seeing the market break the 21 EMA. You see a break of the 21 EMA, you can safely short that pullback to the 21 EMA. You wait for a red candle, you short the bottom of that candle, and you can get a clean stop run trade to the downside. That's how the ES used to work. There's no way that you're gonna confidently be able to do that with the ES now, because this thing is just absolutely crazy. And what's his name? Damn, what's his name? What's his name? He's a really big Carmine. Carmine. There you go. It's crazy. I've recently had one of his videos pop up into my feed, and he was sharing that he lost 30K in the month of I think February or January. I forgot which month. And that he lost 30K, and he's a big ES trader, really good one too. And it just kind of goes to show just how different the ES is. I mean, it's kind of like the Nasdaq now, but without the benefit of being the Nasdaq. So I mean, even a professional ES trader like Carmine is having trouble with the ES right now. So I wouldn't touch ES with a 10-foot pole stick with the stick at all, because just how crazy this price action is. But I was telling Smith, I was saying you really have to wait for the breakout pullback. You gotta wait for it. And shit, even if you do wait for it, you can kind of see, like right here is a good example. You see this range, you see a breakout, it pulls back. I mean, let me see how many points this is. 806. Okay, yes, I mean, yeah, that was a decent trade. But look how many times it chopped before it actually got to the highs. I'm okay. I wouldn't want to trade the ES. I wouldn't want to trade it. We used to have so many. One of the trades, one of my bread and butter trades on the ES used to be that two-legged pullback. That was my bread. That's what I always looked for trading the ES. A break from the 21, a pullback, that two-legged pullback into support for a retest of this high and potentially that high. Man, the ES was so easy to trade at one point in time. It seems like those days are over. But like I said, I mean, you get the ES now moving 100 points in a session now, just like the Nasdaq. I think this leg right here was what, 773, and the highs. Yeah, dude, this is like a 200-point leg right here. $718. Yeah, dude, the ES is making moves now, so I guess that's the trade-off. But okay, well, I don't see anything. The only thing crypto related is Bitcoin. Because of prior experience, I'm pretty good at trading Bitcoin. I traded Bitcoin futures, and we've made a lot of money with Bitcoin futures. A lot of money. I stopped trading Bitcoin futures because first, the volume was crap, and at the time it was either gold or Bitcoin futures. And even though we made a lot of money with Bitcoin, I mean, there was really no point trading Bitcoin and gold at the same time. But I haven't traded Bitcoin. Now I know Tradeify has started their crypto accounts, and if I choose to get an account, I would only trade Bitcoin. We can actually look at a Bitcoin chart, and then we'll be done for the night. So we can look at a Bitcoin chart real quick. And because I remember the last time we talked about Bitcoin, it looked like the market was shorting. It looks like the market was going short. Okay. So it does look like we did see price push right back higher. Let's got a daily chart. You can see that our box that we've drawn, this was the current trading range for Bitcoin. And you can see that price is still respecting that range. This was the current trading range. We saw a breakout from that range. We saw price literally fail as it was coming back into the range. You can see that the buyers tried to buy at that break and the retest of that break. And you can see that they failed. They came to the top of the range where they broke structure to the downside. And it looks like we could potentially see price reject at the bottom of that range. This is not financial advice. I don't trade crypto. I don't trade my own money. I trade profits. But this looks like we could see potentially a rejection at the bottom of this range. And if we do see price hit the bottom of that range, I mean, the next level is right here at 50. And if we lose 50, man, just imagine Bitcoin back at $30,000 after it was all the way up here at 126 at one point. Rest in peace to anybody that bought Bitcoin at the highs looking for 200K, because that was the top of the conversation. People thought that Bitcoin was going to 200K with all the momentum, but that's not what happened. Bitcoin is a bear market. And that's why I made so much money on Bitcoin, because I like shorting the market. And Bitcoin is a market that is being fueled literally by greed and fear. Greed and fear equals a bear market. People are going to be greedy. They're not going to take their profits. They're going to hold. And for those that don't take their profits, they become liquidity. Even when the market is going up, bears are usually in control of the move. Even if it goes up, I mean, you can make so much money as it goes up, just shorting it because of greed and fear. You said Bitcoin can go to zero because you don't get it. Well, honestly, I'm surprised. Well, I don't think that Bitcoin would ever go to zero. Or I think this would probably be a better way to say this. I don't think Bitcoin would be allowed to go to zero. Anything that goes to zero, in my opinion, is allowed to go to zero. They're not going to allow anything to go to zero unless that's the intended result that the people in power wants to happen. Bitcoin isn't going to zero, but we could be seeing potentially a dip to where all these unfilled orders could get filled. Now, if the market kind of goes back down to like, I doubt that the market gets back under 20K. I doubt that. I think if the market gets down to 20K, we'll probably see a massive rally. Massive. There's no way that people that can afford $20,000 per coin saw that the market was at 100K or past 100K. It gets down to 20K and they don't buy it. There is no way. Yeah, okay, yeah. I definitely, Lone Wolf, yeah, exactly. 20K. There is no way that the market would allow Bitcoin to go past 20K. No way. No way. Well, I know a lot of countries, well, not a lot of them, but there are some countries that are stress testing Bitcoin as their currency. I know a lot of people launder money through Bitcoin, through crypto. Or let me say, I don't know anybody that does that. I misspoke there. I know that Bitcoin is used to launder money and evade taxes and shit. And they hide their assets in crypto, which is, in my opinion, very dangerous because shit, you can get these little flash crashes and all of its value is gone. But I know that's the thing. Would it be a global currency? It could be. It could be. I mean, we're already starting to see Bitcoin ATMs in gas stations. I mean, I went to the hood the other day and I saw a Bitcoin ATM in the hood. I was like, what the fuck is this doing here? Anybody worrying about no damn internet money? Not here. But it's there. So when you start seeing stuff like that, and for the lack of better terms, in the lower parts of society, in the ghettos, then that just tells me that there's obviously plans for Bitcoin in the future. We may not see it now, but maybe 10 years, 20 years down the line, it could be potentially the world could be shifting to a digital currency, moving completely away from the dollar. Now, we can go all day, but I mean, obviously, the dollar held dominance over the world because it being a petrodollar. But now we're starting to see that oil transactions are now being done in other currencies, like the yuan. We're seeing that now. And that threatens the dominance of the dollar because the dollar is no longer backed by gold, it's backed by oil. So, and with all these wars happening right now, and it's interesting that we're starting wars with countries that have an abundance of oil. You know, honestly, I will say this though. What I thought was kind of weird that Trump would openly say is that his remarks about Spain. I thought that was crazy to say. I thought that was absolutely crazy to say. And it seems like to say that they don't let us in, we're gonna land there anyway. What are they gonna do about it? Like what? What? I mean, that kind of behavior, that kind of tells me that can encourage a lot of countries to start moving away from the dollar, because obviously with the dollar being the only option at one point in time, no one had a choice. But that's why BRICS. We're seeing a lot of people now considering going to BRICS or joining BRICS because it just seems like the United States weaponizes the dollar and it holds a lot of economies back. But that's all I'll say about that. That's all I'll say. All the geopolitical stuff, it's very interesting to know, but I don't care to understand it because I know the stuff that we're being told. I mean, it's the story to sell people on the idea, but it may not even be the exact reason why things are happening. We all know that there's 10 reasons to do something. We know that, or at least we should know that. We're not naive. The veil has been lifted a long time ago. We know that certain things are done because they are necessary. That's why they have shadow governments. The shadow government does the things, the dirty work, and you have the public facing government to where they talk about morality and democracy and peace. Just like in Naruto, you have the Hokage and you have the Shadow Hokage. The Shadow Hokage does the dirty work. He has they're the ones that are running the Black Ops missions, the ones that are extracting leaders from their countries, stuff like that. So we know that. So I don't waste my time trying to understand why or try to dig too deep into conspiracies. I just understand that certain things just, for whatever reason, they need to be done. The job of everybody else, once something has been determined that needs to be done, all you have to do now is how do we sell this to our people so we don't get any backlash from them? Or we try to get as much support as possible. That's the game that's being played. So, yeah. Yeah. History does repeat itself. Or they say that history doesn't repeat, it rhymes. It does. I mean, you see the same things. And then honestly, I think a lot of the times a lot of these people, they look back in history and they choose the things that they want to repeat and they just repeat it because they want to be just like this particular person and this prominent person in history. So, but I think yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna end it on. I'm gonna put a period at the end of that sentence. Uh, I'm about to go to bed, so I do appreciate everybody that joined me tonight. We'll definitely come back tomorrow morning, and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody.